I'm sorry, Jonathan. Mr. Hampton needs me right now.
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that!
We'll have a word in my office later, Jonathan.
Nah! It's my turn!
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite!
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound.
Name's Clay Cox.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me...
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Did I black out?
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
Asked me to collect you, Dr. Reed. Hurry up. Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds?
Thank you, nurse.
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office.
Thank you.
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in.
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was...
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after...
What kind?
Well, you accepted the job from him.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me.
Thank you, Nurse Crane. Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan.
Dr. Swansea has already told
Did he really?
all members of staff have already read about your new...
I see. Well, I'm...
You must know, blood transfusions are
How are things?
not good, to say the least.
Do you think this hospital...
We are all volunteers here.
an invisible enemy?
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know...
No.
Is there anyone...
Well, I have never met...
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fit.
Goodbye, nurse. Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Every street corner. The daily routine.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you? I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position...
You guessed right, Doctor. Germ.
How is your stay with us?
Oh, it's bliss.
Can I ask you precisely...
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't...
Can I do anything?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills.
Who is treating you?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor.
You don't seem...
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry.
Where were you stationed, sir?
I really don't want to talk about...
No offense. I was put...
You were an officer, weren't you?
Goodbye for now, Mr. L.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton.
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh.
What do you mean? You remained perfectly nice and...
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke?
You're preaching to the converted now, Doc.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton?
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop?
That's a very strange question, Doctor.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton?
I feel exhausted.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is...
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go.
Do you know Tom Watts? The bartender from the Turtle?
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot and...
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent...
Why did he...
William was an alcoholic. His addiction sudden...
You dared to enter this awful place alone?
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Doctor.
What is the general...
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of...
Has the gang been threatened?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname.
Who leads the gang?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife, Edwina.
Goodbye, Mr. Ham. I cannot enter. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed.
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My Clement.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever...
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cottard. The affected patients are delusional.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here.
It's only a cover to hide from my enemies.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're...
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of them.
I see. Don't worry.
Thank you, mortal, but do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure, but I sense their eyes on me from nearby.
Do you require my service?
I have no need for your medicine.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal...
I have wasted
Good evening, Mr.
Evening.
Soldier.
I'm fine.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
You disgust on every street corner.
Good evening, nurse. And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Well, it's a euphemism that...
How would you describe this?
It's serious.
You must get a hold...
Sorry, I'm exhausted.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu...
I wish I could believe you.
How long?
Or long enough to see that the epidemic is...
You're right. When dealing...
Sorry, Doctor.
How is the Pembroke...
Well, not well. Milton the Ab...
Why does Milton dislike...
I don't know. Just...
Why is...
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about...
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
It's here again.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. The flower's dying. It needs water. William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now. If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my...